In this Murli, Baba is seeing serviceable children in front of him. So Baba is giving us the method or the formulas or the yuktis, how to become easily successful in whatever you do or whatever service you do. And also Baba will draw our attention towards the obstacle that comes in the field of service. And then how do we overcome that? Baba has here drawn our attention towards one very important thing, that we need to practice being more and more in the avyakt stage, avyakt feelings. And the more we practice being in this avyakt stage, the more successful easily we can be in our services, because we can read others' thoughts, we can know, we can discern what their intentions are. So let's see in Baba's words. The essence of today's Murli is the method to become an image of divinity. The method to become an image of divinity. What is Bapdada seeing with the support of these eyes? All of you see with the eyes, and Bapdada is also seeing with the support of eyes. What is Bapdada seeing? What are all of you seeing? Are you seeing, or are you not seeing while seeing? So here Baba has started with many questions. Like Baba takes the support of the body and then he sees through the physical eyes. Likewise, Baba is asking, are you in that awareness? Like, I have taken the support of this body, these eyes, and then I'm seeing through these eyes. And then Baba is asking, what is your stage? What is Bapdada seeing? Are you seeing the same things? If you have the practice of catching thoughts, you will easily be able to become free from thoughts. So when you have the practice of catching thoughts, you will easily be able to become free from thoughts. When you cannot discern someone's thoughts, you have to create extra thoughts, right? What to do, what they want me to do, or what is going on, what they need from us. So all these kind of extra thoughts go on. If Baba says you're not able to discern someone's thoughts. However, if each of you has the practice of being able to read someone's thoughts, there would not be too many wasteful thoughts. And you would also easily be able to stabilize yourself in a stable stage with one thought in 1 second. So Baba says the more you practice to know others' thoughts, then you can easily stabilize yourself in a stable stage. You don't need to create too many thoughts. So to be able to read someone's thoughts is also a sign of perfection. The more you stabilize yourself in avyakt feelings, the more easily you will be able to understand everyone else's feelings. If Baba is saying here that the more my stage is avyakt, I can understand, I can know what others feel or what are their thoughts. The reason for not being able to understand the feelings of one another is a lack of avyakt feelings. The avyakt stage is a mirror. When you stabilize yourself in the avyakt stage, you will very clearly be able to see the intentions of any person in the mirror of the avyakt stage. So my avyakt stage, Baba says, it acts like a mirror. So in front of this mirror, if anyone comes, I can easily discern what their thoughts are or what their feelings are. So Baba is saying your avyakt stage is your mirror. When you stabilize in the avyakt stage, you will very clearly be able to see the intentions of any person in the mirror of the avyakt stage. You won't have to labor at that time. A mirror does not have to make effort to understand anyone's feelings, right? So nothing can be hidden from a mirror, no? It will be seen what it is. So Baba says your avyakt stage becomes such a mirror. The more avyakt your stage becomes, the clearer and more powerful the mirror will be. And the more easily and clearly you will be able to understand the feelings of one another. So the more this avyakt stage, the more clearer the mirror, more powerful mirror. And then Baba says, more clearly you can understand the feelings of one another. In order to keep the mirror of the avyakta stage clean and clear, three things are necessary. So here Baba is giving us the method how to make this mirror clear, how to make this avyakta stage more powerful. Tell Baba any one of those three things. So each one gave his own ideas. Today Baba is seeing the easiness, the greatness, and the tolerance of each one. So these three qualities Baba is saying will make the mirror more clear and more powerful. Easiness, greatness, and tolerance. So easiness here is translated as saralta in Hindi. So saralta, sreshtata, and sahenshilta. So Baba says these three things. So this is the formula to make your mirror more clear. By imbibing just one of these three things accurately, would the mirror be clear? If there's lack of any one of these three things, Baba is saying, so can the mirror be clear? If even one is missing, the stains of that weakness will be visible in the mirror. Therefore, in whatever task you carry out, check three things. There should be easiness in everything. There should be tolerance, and it should also be elevated. It should not be ordinary. So easiness here, it is simplicity and lightness as given in the brackets. But Baba says it should not be ordinary. It should be simple but not ordinary. It has to be elevated. So three things: easiness, elevated, and tolerance. At present, in some cases, everything seems ordinary rather than elevated. So change the ordinary into elevated and keep the tolerance in front of you in every aspect. Imbibe ease and simplicity in your face and your words, and then see how elevated success in service and the task you carry out is. So easiness, simplicity or saralta, Baba says, in your thoughts, in your face, in your words, what result is visible from any task you carry out at present? How much difference is there between the plans and the practical activity? What is the reason for the difference? So Baba is asking here, what is the reason of difference between plan and practical? We plan so much, but then the same is not seen in practical. So what is the reason for this difference? Baba says, you have not become completely plain in all three aspects. So before Baba gave us the 3S, if you see those three words in Hindi, it is 3S. Saralta, Sahenshilta, and Sreshtata. And then Baba is giving here the 3Ps, like if you want to make your plans come into practical, then you need to be plain. So Baba says, you have not become completely plain in all three aspects. You should be plain in your consciousness and plain in your words. There should not be any stains of your old sanskars anywhere. So if you see in this context where Baba is using this word plain, plain is Baba means like, I think it's more of being clean and clear, you know. So Baba says that there should be no stains of your old sanskars anywhere. Your actions too should be plain, that is, they should be elevated. So plain in thoughts, words, actions, consciousness. And then ahead Baba says, if you become plain, your plans and your practical activity will become one and the same. Then success will fly like a plane, airplane. So Baba is saying that if you are plain in your thoughts, words, actions, consciousness, then your plans become practical and then success becomes like a plane. This is why you must be cautious in everything, in your thoughts, words, and deeds, even in small matters. You have to be cautious in your thoughts, words, and deeds, but together with that, if you are plain in your alokik relationships, success in service will sparkle like a star on your forehead. So plain in your alokik relationships. So 5 things Baba has mentioned here. Plain in your thoughts, plain in your words, actions, consciousness, smriti, and plain in your relationships. So, which means like, you know, clean inside, no adulteration, no hidden motives in your thoughts, then words and actions and consciousness, no imprints of old sanskars, as Baba said, no, there should be no stains of old sanskars. And then plain in alokik relationships, which means no I and mine. So Baba says, then service will sparkle like a star on your forehead. Then everyone will see each of you as a star of success. You were told earlier which slogan you must remember. Success is your birthright. Then whoever sees you, even from a distance, will see you as an image of divinity. So if you become an image of success this way, Baba says you will become an image of divinity. Not an ordinary image, but an image of divinity. Nowadays, you're very busy in service. Whatever you have done, it was very good. In future, bring success closer to yourselves. The closer you come to one another, the closer success will be. So this is another thing that Baba is saying for success in service. Baba says, the closer you come to one another, the closer success will come to you. So to come close to one another means what? Baba says to become close to one another means to be close in your sanskars, and there will then be success in any conference. Just as the time is coming close, in the same way, people are coming close. But together with this closeness, what must you also have? To the extent that there is closeness, there should also be just as much regard for one another. Sami, Baba is playing with the words kind of, because in Hindi these words sound very similar. So Baba is saying when there is closeness, there need to be regard for each one, like Samipta and Samman. So Baba says to the extent that there is closeness, there should be regard for one another. The more regard you give to one another, the more regard the entire world will give to all of you. By giving regard, you will receive it. So giving regard means to receive regard. You receive it by giving it, not by taking it. So to give regard means to receive regard from everyone. However, there also has to be transformation in your language. Right? If they will give, then we will give this kind of language. And then the other thing Baba talks about, always saying Haji. So you have to change your language in this aspect. Today, all these serviceable souls are sitting here. This is why Baba is giving you a signal for the future. Even when someone's ideas are not clear, you must never say no directly, not to cut anyone's ideas. The words that emerge must always be Haji. So here in this context, Baba is telling us that you need to change your language as well. If you don't like someone's idea, immediately don't say no. But Baba says the first thing that should emerge through you is Haji. If you say Haji here, then accordingly in Satyug too, your subjects will say Haji, Haji to you. If instead of saying Haji here, you say Naji, Naji, your subjects there will salute you from a distance. So this relation between the present and future Baba is talking about here. Baba says if you say Haji, yes to everything now, then your subjects will say yes to everything you say in the future. So if you say na, no, Baba says your subjects will also say no, no. So remove this word no. Whatever it may be, you must first say Haji. To say Haji, Haji is the easy way to make the sanskars of others easy. Do you understand? So here Baba is saying that this is the easy way to make the sanskars of others easy. Right? Immediately if you reject, immediately if you say no, they might become they might feel offended kind of, no? Or disrespect. So Baba says, first you say Haji. When you say Haji, immediately they also kind of cool down, no? So Baba says it is the easy way to make the sanskars of others easy. Do you understand? You were told earlier that whatever actions you perform at the present time becomes a law in the future. Whatever actions you perform now becomes a law in the future. The actions of all of you are the laws in the future. Those who are lawmakers allow their words to emerge after careful consideration, because each word of theirs becomes a law in the future. So not just actions, Baba is saying your thoughts, your words, your actions, whatever you do becomes a law for the future. So considering this responsibility, Baba says you should be so cautious, no? Each thought of every one of you is becoming a law in the future. Therefore, how much attention should you pay? Until now, when you caught hold of one thing, you let go of another. But you must now remember both things. Sometimes you catch hold of the systems and let go of the laws. And at other times, you catch hold of the laws and let go of the systems. So it's vidhi and vidhan here. So Baba says you need to follow the law and system, not just the one. So Baba is saying if you are the lawmaker, you must have both the law and the system. However, when you have both the laws and the systems, you will then remember the lawmaker. Lawmaker here L capital, which means Shiv Baba. So Baba says the more you follow the principles, the laws, the systems, the more you will be able to easily remember the lawmaker, Shiv Baba. If you remember the lawmaker, both the laws and the systems will remain in your consciousness. However, it is because you forget the lawmaker that you let go of one of the things. What is Baba's Srimad? What is the law? That Baba says, if you forget the lawmaker, you forget the law also. By staying in remembrance of the lawmaker, you will be able to maintain both the laws and the systems. By forgetting the lawmaker, you sometimes let go of the laws and you sometimes let go of the systems. When both remain together, success will become the garland around your neck. Acha, so these different things Baba has talked about for success and service. Initially, Baba told about the Avyak stage, the mirror. So the more the Avyak stage, the more easily you can be successful. Second thing Baba said about being plain in thoughts, words, actions, consciousness and relationships. And then Baba talked about saying Haji, that's the easy way to be successful. The fourth thing Baba said, give regard. Giving regard is receiving regard from everything. So that is success and service again. And then Baba lastly talked about remembering the lawmaker and remembering the laws and the systems. Acha, today you have been given many teachings, but that is also love because Bap Dada wishes to make you equal to himself. So love is the way to make you equal. Kumaris have yet to take their paper. In order to reveal your courage in a practical way, you must fill courage with a lot of power. So courage you have, but then Baba says you must also have power along with courage. You will now be tested to see how much power you have acquired. Then Baba is meeting with the groups. First point is, the more you tie yourself in the bondage of service, the more all other bondages will finish. Do not think that you will engage yourself in service when a particular bondage finishes. Many of them think, no, when I finish this bondage, I will be able to do service. And then I can give time for service. Baba says, no, it is not like that. That when this bondage finishes, then you will get into service. No, it will not happen like that. Simply continue to do service. Even though you may have bondages, continue to tie yourself in the bondage of service. To tie yourself in this bondage means to free yourself from other bondages. So Baba is saying that this bondage will cut all other bondages. Bondage of service will help you to become free from other bondages. You will not be able to tie yourself in this after freeing yourself from the others. The more you tie yourself in this, the more you will free yourself from the others. The more you make yourself cooperative in service, the more your subjects will be cooperative with you. So this again, Baba is giving us this connection between the present and the future. Now, the more you are cooperative in service, the more your subjects will be cooperative with you. If there is any excuse, let go of that and keep the opportunities of service in front of you. Duty comes first. Of course, there will be many excuses, but through the power of your duty, the excuses will become light. And then we can skip this paragraph where Baba is talking to mothers and Baba is telling them that mothers should do the service of other women who are wandering, women who are suffering, or women who need support. So Baba says mothers should serve them. Then the third point is Do you experience the Avyakt stage? When you experience the Avyakt stage for even 1 second, the effect of that lasts for a long time. So this is the benefit, Baba says. For a while you experience this Avyakt stage, Baba is saying for a second. Then the energy or the power of that stage remains for a long time. So Baba says the experience of the Avyakt stage is powerful. Put gross feelings away from yourself as much as possible and stay in the Avyakt stage. By staying in the Avyakt stage, all your thoughts will become successful. So in the beginning, Baba said you will be able to understand others' thoughts, others' feelings. And now here Baba is saying that all your thoughts will become successful. In this, you have to make less effort and have greater attainment. Whereas by making effort while stable in a gross form, it takes more effort and less attainment. Then while moving along, there is confusion and hopelessness. If at all you feel confusion or hopelessness, then Baba says, which means you need to practice more of this Avyakt stage. Therefore, by having the Avyakt stage, you can increase the experience of all attainments. Seeing the Avyakt stage in front of you, make effort to become equal. Avyakt stage of Brahma Baba. As the father, so the children. Always remember this slogan. Let there be no difference. Become introverted and finish any difference. So again here in Hindi, these are nice words. Baba says, अंतर को मिटाने के लिए अंतर्मुखी बनो. So Baba says, become introverted and finish this difference. Does the father ever lose hope? Does he become afraid of adverse situations? So why do the children become afraid? You saw the practical proof of Sakar Baba facing a lot of adverse situations. So Baba is saying become equal to Avyakt Baba. And Baba was never afraid of any kind of adverse situation. So Baba is saying then how can you be afraid? You know, right? So many situations came, no? There was opposition. They had to vacate the place. Many things were there. So Baba says, Baba faced them all. Sorry. Does he become afraid of adverse situations? So why do the children become afraid? You saw the practical proof of Sakar Baba facing a lot of adverse situations. Did you ever see him in a state of fear? You were told always to remember, be constantly full of love. It is not difficult. So Baba would just say, no, you remember and everything will be done. So remembrance was kind of solution to every problem. So Baba is saying it was not difficult. You yourself, when you are in love, do you have awareness of anything else? When you have died, why should this be difficult? You yourself have died, have you not? One who has died is then burnt. The more you die, the more you are able to meet the Avyakt form. Right? The more you die from the gross form, the more you're able to be in the Avyakt form. If you don't die so much, you're not able to meet as much. In a Mela, if someone doesn't celebrate a meeting, then the Mela would finish. So when would the meeting take place? So meeting between equals, no? So Baba says, make your stage equal. Otherwise, you won't be able to experience this meeting. When would the meeting take place? Transform love into being equal. Make your love incognito and let the equality be revealed. You have to reveal the sanskars of the previous cycle that are merged in you. You do remember your form of success of the previous cycle, do you not? Now simply put the form that is merged into a practical form. Always keep your perfect form and your future form of 21 births in front of you. Right? So your original and eternal form, Baba says, keep in front of you and emerge those sanskars, no? In order to decorate their homes, people put up various pictures from their childhood. So you too should clearly keep in front of you, in the temple of your mind, the idol of your perfect form and the idols of your many future births. And then your thoughts will not go in any other direction. So very beautiful example Baba has given here. Like to decorate your home, you put various frames, no pictures. So Baba is saying in your mind, keep these images emerged, image of your deity form, image of your worthy of worship form, and then bring those sanskars into practical now. So Baba then says that your thoughts will not go in any other direction. What are the qualifications of the jewels who are close? The closer someone is, accordingly there is closeness in his sanskars. So close to Baba means close to his sanskars. The closer someone is, accordingly there is closeness in his sanskars. So to be close to Bab Dada means to be close to his qualifications. So what are his qualifications? We can churn on that. And then Baba says, come close to those qualifications. The more you check yourself, the quicker you will change yourself. Keep your original form in your awareness. By keeping your original form, which is the original form? Original form is the form of the deity form, right? And eternal form is the point of light, the incorporeal one. So Baba is saying now, keep your original form of the golden age and your original form of the dying alive birth in your awareness. Then the middle form will become merged. The middle form of copper age and iron age, Baba says, then that will merge. Are you just loving or you are also cooperative? What would you give as a return to those whom you love? The return of love is cooperation. When will you give that? Just as the Father is the Almighty, so you children have to become Master Almighties. Before destruction, if together with being loving, you also become cooperative, then you will claim a right to an inheritance. Even though all souls will be able to recognize the Father at the time of destruction, they will not be able to claim an inheritance because they would not have been able to become cooperative. Right? So there will be no time at that time to become cooperative. So Baba says then they cannot claim an inheritance. Then last 2 points are there. For fourth one is karmic bondage more powerful than this godly bondage? If you make the godly bondages stronger, then the karmic bondages will automatically become loose. It is only with this bondage that you can cut that bondage. So like Baba said, no, the more you engage yourself in the bondage of service, the more the other bondages will be removed. So likewise, Baba is saying here that it is only with this bondage that you can cut other bondages. The more you tie yourself in godly bondage, the freer you will become from karmic bondages. The stronger the karmic bondages are, the stronger you have to make the godly bondages. And then those other bondages will quickly be cut away. Last point is, if you are unable, very easy Baba is making for us here, if you are unable to stabilize yourself in the point form for a long time, then do not waste your time trying to do that. So Baba is saying if you are not able to stabilize in the point form, in the seed form for a long time, then don't waste your time trying to do that. You can only stabilize yourself in the point form when you first have the practice of pure thoughts. Remove impure thoughts with pure thoughts. When an accident is about to take place, if you are unable to apply the brake, you then have to steer away, right? Sometimes you cannot apply brake, but you have to just steer away. You have to change your direction. So Baba is saying the point form is the brake. If the brake cannot be applied, then steer your intellect away from waste thoughts and engage it in pure thoughts. Sometimes there are accidents when you cannot apply the brakes to save yourself, but you have to steer in another direction instead. So throughout the day, try not to have any waste thoughts, but only pure thoughts. When you pass in this subject, you will easily be able to stabilize yourself in the point form. So the method Baba is saying to be able to stabilize in the point form is to have more and more stock of pure thoughts, elevated thoughts. Then Baba says you can stabilize yourself in the point form as well. So here again, Baba gave a beautiful example, like instead of putting a brake, you sometimes need to steer, change your direction. Acha, Om Shanti. Let's sit in silence for a minute and then we can churn. Om Shanti. Yeah, you all can share what is your takeaway from this, Murli.
Om Shanti. Very beautiful, Murli. There are many points. But, one point I would like to just mention that where there is a constantly full of love, that stage is free of any kind of fear. So love is an antidote to fear. Om Shanti.
Okay.
Om Shanti. Good morning, everyone. My takeaway point from today's Murli is where my Baba has said that there should be transformation in your language also. So this is my takeaway point. Hanji for everything. No to it. No to it. And don't use the word no. Just say Hanji to everything. And even if you don't like others' idea, you just have to keep quiet and say Hanji. Okay. Om Shanti. Then even the subjects will say yes, Hanji to you. Om Shanti.
Yeah, this is something to practice, no? Baba said, if you even do not like anyone's ideas or opinions, do not immediately reject that. First, you say Haji, and then, of course, you can tell them what it is. Yeah.
Om Shanti, sister, can you just tell me what the 3 P's are? The
3P?
3 P's.
Yeah, Baba said plain, no? Be plain,
Yeah.
Plain, plain, yeah. And then Baba said, then you can bring your plans into practical.
Okay. Plain, plan, and
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
There are just two things. One is when he explained of divinity, my mind immediately went to the divinity pillar in Avyak Lok and Shantivan. And I often used to think how to practice it and how Baba has given us what are all the steps, what are all the qualities which are needed so that one can see divinity in me and he can be revealed. I think that's a long list which Baba has given.
Yeah.
But the second And the second thing which he has given is the last point, which always I used to say, Baba, the point is very slippery. It slips from my intellect. So Baba then gave that example of an accident, which we see in pictures. Whenever we just see a truck coming over, we see the driver just steering his car away to somewhere else safer. Maybe he may hit a tree or something. So there are two ways, either go and hit the truck or get saved away. So Baba says, steer away. So for this, I remember what Baba had once said, apna man ko aman karo ya daman karo. Either destroy that waste thought or show it a straight, elevated thought. That one point of which he has given in the last paragraph also I like. Om Shanti.
मन को अमन या दमन नहीं करना है ना. Baba says you channelize your mind in a positive, elevated direction. So do not suppress your mind. And aman is you cannot become thoughtless, but you can give it a direction where your mind can create good, positive, pure, elevated thoughts.
Yes, which Baba says Suman.
Yeah.
Often uses this word Suman. Man ko Suman banana hai.
Yeah.
Maybe replace the negative thoughts with positive thoughts. That is the steering which we can do in that instant where we feel that the brake of the point form is not working because of some reason or whatever. So then we can use the steering and change the course so that we can feel the higher stage, elevated stage. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, sister. I also like this point of the simple usage of Hanji. And I have actually tried to practice that in real life. And I've seen that even when you don't really agree with the thoughts or the ideas of people around you for something, if you practice this Hanji, it gives you that space of the vibration that gets created to trying to understand what the other person is saying and giving value to that person's thought, even if you do not agree. And like the Hanji could be in your mind, not really always being stated so openly, because then it may be misunderstood as you're agreeing with them, right? So, but I've seen that when you practice the Hanji in your mind, it gives you that space and value to and respect to the other beautiful soul in front of you. And that helps to make a vibration where actually it transforms that negativity into positivity and you have a very good understanding. So I just thought I'll share this practical practice which I've tried to do. Om Shanti.
Yeah, thank you for sharing that. Nice.
Om Shanti. The point today Baba mentions is when you are loving, the first sign of you being loving is you may be cooperative. So bringing these two values together, it is embedded, it is connected to each other. If you are loving, you will be cooperative. And the moment we miss on cooperating is when there is a gap between I say I'm loving and I'm not cooperating, then there is some kind of impurity there. So these two values are parameters of each other to see, are we saying what we are saying and are we being that what we are saying? Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Today's Murli Baba explaining about the Avyakt stage is the mirror. When you stabilize yourself in the Avyakt stage, you will very clearly be able to see the intentions of any person in the mirror of the Avyakt stage. At this point, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Om
Avyakt stage is the mirror, Baba said, no? And how do you make this mirror clean and clear? Three things, Baba said, right?
Easiness, greatness, and tolerance.
Yeah. Baba said these three qualities will make your stage more and more avyakt. Yeah.
And he also adds one more thing, antarmukta. Introversion, when you go, you will
Yeah.
see the sameness and you can remove the differences. Antar. That was also very nice to have a clear image.
Om Shanti. I also liked where my Baba has said that when you experience the Avyak stage, even for 1 second, it lasts for a long and your thoughts become very successful. So with less effort, you're attaining more here. Shanti.
Om Shanti sister. Baba tells that Avyak stage is a mirror. So in that mirror, we can know the intentions of others. So through that, we can get success in service. What is that, sister? But Baba is also telling that it is the stage closeness to perfection. It's also equal to perfection.
Yeah.
But what they are, if some souls are coming to us, we are get to know what they actually want, and we have to give them the need, what they are in need of. So
Yeah,
it's
that is
in that,
also one thing.
it's in that sense Baba is telling to know the intentions, to know the other intentions.
Yeah, it
Is
could.
that
Yeah, that is one of the things actually. The other thing is also that so that you're not deceived, no, you're not deceived by anyone. When you know what their thoughts are or what their intentions are, like, so Baba says, then you won't be deceived. Then you can make right decisions.
Baba is still highlighting or stressing that more, that is, it is close to your perfect stage or complete stage.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so what sense it actually
Baba
makes?
is saying that the more and more your stage becomes avyakt, then it's like once Baba had said, no, when your stage is that of manmana bhav, then you can know the others man, man ke bhav. So that is the feelings of others' minds. So one thing you yourself mentioned, no, that whatever the other person needs, when you know that, you can easily give them and make them feel contented. The second thing is, if at all there is some negative intention, you can protect yourself from being deceived, right?
Okay,
And
thank you.
you can make right judgments. Baba has used the word here, discern. So I think, yeah, when you can discern, then you can make right decision, no?
Yes, sister.
So it's being about more clean and clear, I think. No limitations of the physical consciousness.
So again and again in many Murlis, Baba is telling that mirror. So only I get to know is that any other more.
Mirror, what I understand here is it Baba here is talking about, cleanliness, clean and clear. No adulteration, no mixture, no hidden motives. So सच्चाई सफाई जिसको बाबा कहते हैं ना, so that honesty, that cleanliness, that is also what Baba is talking about, simplicity actually. To be simple, no, that is simplicity is also a kind of cleanliness. Be simple in your thoughts. How you can be simple in thoughts?
That is plain thoughts, Baba is telling. Plain means as natural, how we are, yadharth.
Yeah. It's again being clean, being simple, being honest. Yeah,
Om
anyone wants to add anything can add here.
Om Shanti. Baba, with this word easiness, means that simple but not ordinary.
Yeah.
Thoughts, simple thoughts does not mean ordinary thoughts. Baba, as told by Baba, it should be in frequency with the Baba's vision of the soul. That how great I the soul am. So that kind of thought. And Baba has also said that lawmaker. Baba is a lawmaker, and as a soul, we are also our own lawmakers. whatever actions and words and thoughts we are using in the present become the law in the future. That if we think in a very subtle manner, if I do some action and it gets justified in the next action, okay, the mind and the intellect will use it as a law. Okay, this action was done and it was okay, so we can do it. So that therefore the action what I'm doing in the present time, I have to be paying utmost attention to that. It becomes a vidhi and vidhan for the future. My future stage also depends on the present stage. So, and to make it always perfect is to keep comparing with the Baba, who is the ultimate lawmaker. Baba's thoughts, words, and actions. If I can follow that, then I can be rest assured that I am on the right course. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Today Baba said, if you are not able to sit in a seat space, seat stage for a longer time, don't stress on it. Just be work on your pure thoughts. And it has practically happened with me in the morning. I got up for Amrit Vela and I was very cheerful and happy. I was thanking Baba is so beautiful. I was feeling so cheerful. And after half an hour, I don't know the reason behind, but I felt started feeling a bit ordinary one. And I started writing gratitude and went to Baba's room and sat there and tried to sit there, but no elevated thoughts were there. And after 15 or 20 minutes, I decided, I said to Baba, I don't know the reason behind. Baba, you got me up so elevated and I was so feeling happy. But I just came from that place and just took the Vyaktwani and started reading that. And today Baba has acknowledged that if you're not able to sit, don't waste your time, just work on your pure thoughts. And the moment I started reading Abhyaktwani, I was feeling so elevated, and I sat in Baba's remembrance very easily. And Baba has said there in Murli, and I'm feeling so happy. Thank you. Shanti.
Yeah, that's a very easy and practical way, when you're not able to, have a concentrated stage in remembrance. That time it's better you read something nice and elevated. And what could be better than Avyakt Murli, no? Yeah. So, anyone wants to share anything, or we can close?
Then let's move on to meditation.
Yeah. Let's just sit in silence and experience your Avyakt stage. Let the consciousness of the gross physical body fade away and see yourself in your original form of point of light. And as Baba said, in the temple of your mind, keep these images of your eternal form, which is a pure, white, bright, sparkling star, sitting very close to Baba, and your original form, which is complete, pure deity form. As Baba said, the more and more you emerge the sanskars of these forms, the sanskars of the middle period will fade away. So throughout the day, I pay attention to my thoughts, words, and actions, my relationships. Keep a check subtly that there is cleanliness inside. They are plain, clean and clear state of mind. Om Shanti. Om Shanti, everyone.
Om
Thank you,
Shanti.
sister. Om
Thank
Shanti.
you, Nilaben. Thank you,
Shanti,
Divine Family. And let's practice those 3 things that Baba has mentioned today in today's Murli. And we shall meet tomorrow morning at 5 a.m.
Thank you,
Thank you.
everyone. Thank